friends, and welcome back to Movies, Munchies, and Moscato. I am Rhonda.
And I am Rochelle.
We're just a couple of friends who love movies, television, and wine. So if that is something that interests you, please stick around and subscribe so you don't miss an episode. And now it's time for movie and TV news and pulp culture discussion. Not too much going on this week, so we'll knock this out quick. But Margot Robbie and Jay Roach have teamed up for an Ocean's 11 prequel that will be set in the 60s in Europe.
Of course it's a prequel. Right?
I think that would be cool. It's interesting that she's the star. I wonder if at all they'll try and incorporate any of the characters from the Ocean, not the original Oceans, but obviously the remake that had Brad Pitt and George Clooney in them.
Yeah.
Because I think technically the original with like Sammy Davis Jr. and stuff, I feel like that already was set in the 60s.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't it?
It would have had
Yeah,
to,
right.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Interesting to see where they go with that.
Interesting.
Maya Hawke and her mother Uma Thurman will act together for the first time in a movie called The Kill Room, which is a dark comedy that will also star Uma's old co-star Samuel L. Jackson. That would be cool.
Oh, that would be cool.
Right? It's really cool that mother-daughter duo is going to act together. I think that's awesome. Daredevil is on its way back to TV with another season, this time on Disney+. For those who don't remember, that was a favorite show of mine, a Marvel show, of course, that was on Netflix. And then when Disney bought all the Marvel stuff, they ended up canceling it. And now all of those seasons are now on Disney+ to watch, but I guess they're going to bring it back.
Oh.
The interesting thing will be how dark it would be, because it was pretty dark on Netflix.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like an R-rated.
I never saw that.
An R-rated, so I wonder how they'll do it on Disney. And there's no word yet if the original cast is, if it's a whole new cast, exactly what's going on, just that they are bringing it back. So we'll let you know more when we hear more. And then finally, Rita Moreno has been cast as Dom's grandmother in the Fast and Furious movie number 10.
Oh my gosh.
I'm honestly so surprised the people they get into these movies. It's like first Helen Mirren, Charlize Theron, now we have Rita Moreno. It's like, it's so interesting to me what people are attracted to that series who you wouldn't think would care any at all about a wham bam actioner to be involved in. So I think that's cool. It's like and just for those who don't know, in Fast and Furious 9, we had John Cena being Dom's, half brother. Now we're getting Rita Moreno as his grandmother. So I guess it's all about Dom's family relations going forward.
Oh my gosh.
No one else gets that stuff,
it.
just Dom.
To see it. What did you think of it?
Number 9?
Yeah.
Overall, I think I liked it. There were just some over the top things. Like I think I mentioned, they went into space, and that to me was way over the top. Like, let's do a little bit more realism. I mean, it's already like, but then you went into space, and it was like really like, oh my gosh, what is happening?
So what do I need to see in order to see this one?
You would need to see number. So you need to see 1.
I'm writing this down. I need
1,
to see
2,
2,
4.
4. That's right. You said we could skip 3.
1, 2, 4, and then you can honestly skip to number 7, and then do 8, 9. Yeah.
Okay.
That would be my suggestion.
Okay. Maybe I can get my husband to watch this with me.
Yeah, you never know. He might be into it. Give it a whirl. So movies and TV shows out this week. First, we have Top Gun Maverick, the long-awaited sequel to the original Top Gun. This will be in theaters with Tom Cruise, Jennifer Connelly, Miles Teller, and John Hamm. So after more than 30 years of service as one of Navy's top aviators, Pete Maverick Mitchell is where he belongs, pushing the envelope as a courageous test pilot and dodging the advancement in rank that would ground him. Training a detachment of graduates for a special assignment, Maverick must confront the ghosts of his past and deepest fears, culminating in a mission that demands the ultimate sacrifice from those who choose to fly it.
Ooh.
So
it looks so good.
This does look good.
Wait.
Early reviews have been great. I mean, Tom apparently got a standing ovation at Cannes Film Festival.
Really?
Yeah, when it premiered. So that's a pretty big deal,
Well, this
for
has been
a mainstream
long time
movie.
Coming, right? It was supposed to open in like 2020?
20, yep.
And then it got pushed back and pushed back and pushed back.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's officially here.
It's finally here. No, I think last night they had its first early screenings for us regular folk, and it was sold out around here in Utah. So I'm sure it was like that around the country. So I do plan on seeing it. I'm sure Rochelle does too.
Oh, yes.
A friend of mine wants to do it for her birthday outing, so that's what I will be doing. Well, I'll let you know. Then we have the Bob's Burgers movie in theaters. So a ruptured water main creates an enormous sinkhole right in front of Bob's Burgers, blocking the entrance indefinitely and ruining the Belchers' plan for a successful summer. While Bob and Linda struggle to keep the business afloat, the kids try to solve a mystery that could save their family's restaurant. As the dangers mount, these underdogs help each other find hope as they try to get back behind the counter. I've never watched any of this show, you guys. I mean, the trailer looked a little funny and cute, but for those of you out there who's ever seen this, let us know what you think.
Yeah,
It's not something that I would,
it.
ever plan to watch. So unless someone gives it an awesome review, I don't see myself doing that, but we'll see. Then we have our next favorite thing, which is Stranger Things Season 4,
Yay!
Volume 1, folks. Because again, this has been split into 2 different parts, which is silly, but oh well. This is on Netflix, and again stars Winona Ryder, Millie Bobby Brown, and David Harbour. So the series picks up 6 months after the events of Season 3 in 1986, with Joyce and Eleven in California and the rest of the gang in Indiana. Until, of course, the inevitable conclusion where they'll come back together. So the trailer on this looks really awesome.
So I just watched 8 minutes, the first 8 minutes of it.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And it's crazy. Yeah, it looks really good. I like it better than last season already.
Yeah, they have said they've amped up the horror, so it's not as, I guess I wouldn't say it was cheesy last season. It was just, I don't know, a little over the place. I didn't hate Season 3, but
Right.
yeah, this does look like it'll be better.
It's brought back what it started out to be.
Yeah, there you go.
Last time it was focused so much on the kids and, and the mall scene. And I get all that. They're growing up and they're having, their feelings. But, it wasn't as much on what it started out to be. So now I feel like, and also what I've read is that it's coming back to what it started out to be. So,
Oh, that's good. Okay.
yeah.
Good to know. Then we have Obi-Wan Kenobi. Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Obi-Wan.
This is a new series on Disney Plus and stars Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen reprising their roles from the prequels. So the Jedi Master contends with the consequences of his greatest defeat, the downfall and corruption of his one-time friend and apprentice, Anakin Skywalker, who turned to the dark side as evil Sith Lord Darth Vader. So this is something, I haven't watched any of the Star Wars series. I haven't watched The Mandalorian. I haven't watched the Boba Fett one. So I probably won't watch this because I haven't even finished all of the Star Wars movies anyway. So it'd be kind of like how Rochelle is semi-lost with the Marvel stuff. I would be semi-lost with this if I were to pick it up now. I may eventually get to it, but I really do. I still have to watch the last 2 Star Wars movies to even be caught up. So I never watched the Han Solo movie.
I didn't either.
There's a lot. And apparently this technically takes place after that movie. Like
really?
When you go in chronological order, I read, this would technically take place after that. So I'm like, okay. So anyway.
Interesting. Okay.
If any of you guys out there watch this, drop us a line. Let us know what you thought. Then we have Emergency, starring singer Sabrina Carpenter and Amazon. So after an epic night of partying, 3 college students return home to find a woman unconscious in their apartment. Worried the police will suspect them of wrongdoing, they try to get the woman to safety without drawing suspicion.
Geez.
Just another take on, like, I Know You Did Last Summer, or those type of shows. But if she's not dead, it's like
a comedy.
Yeah, it's like there's no problem. Just call the police. It's one of those things. So that's another option for this very nice Memorial Day weekend to watch. So what we've been watching this week. So for me, I watched season 3 of Who Killed Sarah on Netflix. So this is a Spanish language show I've talked about, for the previous 2 seasons.
Yes, that you love.
Yes, it's very good. I must say the ending surprised me. It didn't go at all where I thought it was going to go. Who ended up killing her was a shocker. And the events leading up to it was surprising. Anyway, did a good job though of explaining where these certain incidents took part in previous seasons and episodes. So that was nice. So I did like that. Then I watched this movie called The Outfit on the Peacock Network. And this was a pleasant surprise. So it's set in the 60s and stars Mark Rylance. He's an English actor that he's done so many different things. I honestly can't pinpoint them all right now. We also have Dylan O'Brien from the Maze Runner series and Zoe Dutch, who's been in a lot of things and is also the daughter of, what's the Back to the Future lady's name? The one that played the mom?
Oh.
Right?
I know. I can't.
Oh, Leah Thompson.
Leah
Sorry, just came back to me.
There you
Anyway,
go.
and they look
See,
so
you're so
much.
good.
They look so much alike. Anyway, so this was set in the '60s. Mark is playing a tailor who has his own shop, and he lets himself be like a drop, basically, for the mob in terms of letters, money, whatever he needs. He's kind of like. It's kind of like a see no evil, hear no evil type of thing. He lets them use his shop to conduct business in the back while he's still just doing his thing. So it's all set completely in the shop, and honestly never leaves the shop, which was cool. But something, of course, someone comes in after being shot one night, and then craziness happens from there. But it's a very quiet thriller, kind of like what's that? It kind of reminded me of like Rear Window-ish type of thing. It was kind of, I don't know, it was just very
Or
interesting.
was it the woman across the street from the woman in the rear
No,
window?
thankfully, no. Much better than that. I would really
So it
recommend
wasn't
it.
not
Not a comedy at all. Wasn't funny at all.
or satire.
It's a thriller. It is just like a thriller, like Agatha Christie-ish type.
Oh, no
Honestly,
kidding.
yeah, it's more like that. So I would honestly give this 4 stars, 4 wine corks. I would highly
Did you
recommend
say
checking it out.
stars?
I know, I just forgot what we're using here. I apologize. And then finally, I actually ended up rewatching Westworld season 3 once I heard that season 4 was coming out, even though it's not coming out until June. But I just like, hey, it's been so long. It's been 2 years since that came out. So I honestly didn't realize it was even coming back for a season 4. It ended in a way that was fine.
I know, yeah. I didn't think it was coming back either.
But if you've never seen it, it stars Evan Rachel Wood, Jeffrey Wright, Thandie Newton, and Anthony Hopkins, although he's only in season 1. But it's just a really cool. I don't want to say too much because there were twists galore, especially in season 1, as to what exactly was going on and who was doing what. And it's a pleasant surprise for you if you never watched it to not be spoiled on that. So if you
okay, but I
please watch
started
it.
watching it and it didn't grab me. So tell me at what point it's going to grab me. Did it grab you right out of the gate? Because it's this weird Western.
That's true. It didn't grab me right out of the gate. I was intrigued enough to know what's going on, even though it wasn't technically grabbing me. I was just like, what? I really want to know. I wouldn't say it was like episode 3 or 4.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, before
Then
it really
I need
got
to get there.
Yes.
Because the episode 1, it was like, this is so weird. But people love it.
Right? Yeah.
So.
That's true. In the first season, it did get, a lot of nominations for awards and stuff.
Yeah.
So I would give it a watch. I don't know why I didn't think to watch since it's coming out this week in Stranger Things season 3 to remind myself. But this one it's been a lot longer than Stranger Things season 3. So I remembered most of that. But when I was watching Westworld season 3 again, I was like, I forgot most of this. So I was happy I did refresh my memory as to exactly what happened before season 4 starts. So I do recommend that series. I'm sure I probably talked about it at the time when it originally came out. So you're probably like, you've already talked about this, but it's just because I rewatched it that I wanted to bring it up again.
I'm sorry, when is Westworld, the new season, coming out?
It's June 15th. I
Oh,
wanna say.
June 15th.
Mhm.
Oh, good. Awesome.
So it's not.
And that is season 4.
Yep, season 4. HBO Max. Sorry, I didn't mention that. It's on HBO Max. You can watch that.
Awesome.
And of course, I caught up with This Is Us. Just a small mention. I did not watch the finale that aired last night, but at least I'm up to date on that. And I was just a puddle on my couch, people.
Oh no, I don't want to see
So I
it.
just have to-
And I
yeah.
have a lot to catch up on, but I'm glad that I will be able to watch it continuously now.
That's true. That is a blessing.
Yep, it is a blessing.
Yes.
So, well, and I went to see Downton Abbey last night. The new Downton Abbey. I am
A giddy girl, schoolgirl at the time.
I just love the series. I loved the last movie, and I loved this one. And it's funny because you have this British family, these monarchs that have this beautiful castle, basically, and they want to make a movie there. So Hollywood comes to Downton Abbey, and the staff are just giddy.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh, sorry, quick question. So it's the home that's called Downton Abbey? I thought it was the area, but they call their home Downton Abbey. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I thought they just referred to like that area of England or something, but okay, got it.
No. So, yeah, so they all came. They were all excited, and you know, and it's so funny how they brought all their equipment and everything, and this is when Talking Pictures were just kind of starting. So the you know, the silent movies were now going away. They weren't as cool as the Talking Pictures, anyway. And so the family. Yeah, they are actually going to the south of France because the Violet, who is the dowager, she's the monarch of the family. She was left a villa in the south of France. So there's this mystery that unfolds as to why she was left this incredible villa and not given back to the wife or the son. And anyway, it all makes sense. So. But the way it ended, I'm not sure that they'll make I mean, they could make another one, but I don't know if they will. So, but it was good, you know. If you're a Downton Abbey fan, you will like this. So
awesome.
And then I started watching The Essex Serpent on Apple. And, you know, I thought it was this, you know, going to be this love story, and so I've kind of haven't been super excited about it, and it is creepy. It is creepy as all get out.
Oh, okay.
There may be a little bit of that, but it's not what I was expecting.
Not the main drive.
No, not at all. In fact, basically the storyline is a newly widowed Cora, who is Claire Danes, having been released from an abusive marriage, so her husband passes away. Relocates from Victorian London to a small village in Essex, intrigued by a local superstition that a mythical creature known as the Essex Serpent has returned to the area. And all these really weird things start happening, and, you know, people are going missing. Okay. So it's almost paranormal in a way, too. It's really odd. So anyway, of course, it's right up my alley, and I love it. I definitely recommend it. And it is, the first episode was May 13th. I think they did release 2 because I've been able to watch 3.
Okay.
So I'm not sure what nights they come out, though. So anyway, and then I went back in time and watched Blade Runner, the first Blade Runner, because I did watch the second one,
2049.
2049. I'm going to tell you, it's still confusing. You know, I don't know. Have you seen any of the Blade Runners?
Yeah, I talked about the 2049 probably a couple months back. So yeah, I did see that one.
You did see that one. So did you see the first one?
No, never saw the first one.
Okay. So that's right. We did. We talked about this, but it was really good. But I don't know. It's really freaking odd. It's really odd. But my son and my husband loved the first Blade Runner, and he said that watching the first one actually helped him understand the second one better, because he watched the first one, or the second one, 2049, and he really liked it, but he said after watching the first one it made more sense. So there you go. And
okay, so I'll definitely have to check out the first one then, because I wasn't completely up on what was going on in that sequel. So
yeah, I think it's very easy to get lost in that, and you've got to pay attention. So
that is true. That is definitely true. I found myself wanting to pay attention once I started it, thinking it would just be background noise, but hey,
yeah,
that's okay. Now it's time for some movie trailer talk. So first up, we have Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. This will be out July of next year, and of course stars Tom Cruise, Rebecca Ferguson, Ving Rhames, Simon Pegg, and a new cast member, Haley Atwell, who we last just saw, you guys, in Doctor Strange and in the Multiverse of Madness, playing the female Captain America. If you guys have ever all those movies. Anyway, so I love her, actually. I've loved her since Agent Carter. I watched her TV show a couple years back. Anyway, this, of course, Mission Impossible looks great, just like the last one. I enjoyed, I think it was called Fallout, with them all. And, of course, the stunts, as usual, look like they're going to be amazing in this one. I mean, it's important to him to do his own stunts, which, hey, we love that.
I know. Even if he gets hurt.
Right, as the realism, which I think is why this was delayed for so long. Partly pandemic, partly because he did get hurt again on the set of this. because this should have been out, I think, again, like 2 years ago. It was supposed to be a little simpatico with Top Gun, and it didn't end up working out that way. So anyway, it looks like another globe-trotting adventure. As I said, everyone's coming back. We have Haley Atwell joining. Looks like Vanessa Kirby from the last one came out, which I don't know why I thought her character was killed off, but I guess I was wrong.
Oh.
So, hey. I must say, out of all of Tom Cruise's love interests, I do really like him with the Rebecca Ferguson character. Because I didn't like Michelle Monaghan's character, who was his wife, starting with number 3. I didn't think they really had any chemistry. I enjoyed him in number 2, I want to say, with Thandie Newton, but they didn't bring her back, unfortunately. I thought they had good chemistry, but when he married this chick in number 3, I was like, But then Rebecca came in, from Greatest Showman, and I was like, oh, they have good.
It is her.
Yes,
Rebecca Ferguson.
Yeah, they have a good rapport.
When I was watching it, I was like, is that her? Because it was kind of hard to tell at first. But I really like her. So I was wondering if that was her.
Yeah, so I like her too. So anyway, that looks really exciting. Please check out the trailer if you haven't yet. Then we have The Gray Man. This will be out July 15th in theaters, and then July 22nd on Netflix. And this stars Ryan Gosling, Chris Evans, and Ana de Armas. This looks good too. Another actioner.
Yes.
We have Ryan, looks like as an ex-spy or maybe CIA man, and then we have Chris Evans playing against type as the the man out to kill him.
Mission Impossible-ish. After just watching a Mission Impossible trailer, then watching this again, it was like, really?
I guess, yeah, that's true.
Because they're spies.
In a way.
Anyway.
And it is being directed by the Russo brothers, who did, the Avengers and Captain America and stuff.
Yeah.
So,
looks like it's all of it just wrapped into one.
Right, yeah. So it does look good. We haven't seen Ryan Gosling in a while.
Yeah,
so.
and I'm a huge Ryan Gosling fan.
Yes, me too. So this looks really good. Looking forward to it. I'm happy it's also going to be on Netflix.
I know.
So we can all watch it there. And then finally we have Vengeance. This is out July 29th in theaters, and stars B.J. Novak, Ashton Kutcher, who I haven't seen in a while, Dove Cameron, and Issa Rae from Insecure. So this was interesting. It's like I guess an action comedy.
Oh my gosh! I thought the trailer was awesome.
At first, I was like, when the trailer started, I was like, "What's happening?" It's like, is this supposed to be a documentary? And then I was like, "Oh wait, no." Yeah. Anyway, it does look funny. It does look funny. It does look funny. He's basically. He wants to solve this mystery in order to write a story about it, a missing woman that he used to date very briefly, but his family, or the family, apparently thinks that they were more serious than they were, and so he takes it upon himself to try and figure this out for a story. But it does look entertaining.
It looks so funny, especially that part of where the grandma said, you can't use just any guns in this. We have to, and he said, right, no. She goes, nope, we need to pull out the AR-15s. We need to do this. He's like, no. We can figure it out a different way.
He's a cute.
Because where's it based? Somewhere in maybe Texas or something?
I was assuming it was Texas.
Some podunk,
but maybe it's
town.
Yeah, or maybe it could be maybe like Oklahoma. It's hard to tell. I didn't really say.
Sure, but it looks funny.
It does look funny.
It does.
So check out that trailer. It does look interesting. Like it has some funny people in it.
All right. Well, that's really all we have this week. Last week was kind of a long one, and we got you pretty much caught up. But there are some really great shows out this coming weekend for the holidays. So I'm excited. So make sure you take a look at that. And thanks so much for listening. And if you have any, comments, or please let us know. So we hope you have a wonderful Memorial Day weekend.
Yes, we do.
And please give us a review or comment at movies_munchies_moscato. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for hanging.
Thank you, guys.